Hello, welcome back. Last time I understood a few more things about the room that I'm in, and I think there's some possibility I could finish today. However, this is a day when I can't just spend like 2 hours on this. I have a hard time limit, and what I get done is going to be what I get done, even if it's not much. Alright, so I was having trouble making this bunny hop input. Let's do some controller unplugged practice here, because I know this is something I need to do. Actually, I was having trouble prior to that. Okay, so reverse wave dash. The main thing... So I need to do the reverse wave dash, then immediately get into bunny hop mode. Main thing I need to be sure not to do is dash a third time. So first time for the reverse wave dash. First time for the reverse wave dash. Okay, I'll be falling down. Second dash to start the hop. Then a hop, but not a dash. Okay. So hopefully some of what I just did will set in. Alright. And I think I know everything prior to that point. There's a few things that are a bit excessively tight, but let's see how my muscle memory is. Right, 3. I have a whole incantation for this. 3. Oops, okay, so I need to be a little farther right. I know where that is, I'm just not doing it. 3. Yep. Right, what do I do there? I resist? I resist, I think, is what I ended up doing. 3. Yep. Resist? Okay, right, but I don't have my head wrapped around the resist just yet. Whoops, not high enough. 3. That's gonna be iffy, but I made it work. Resist. Resist differently. I was doing that very naturally before. Unless I had another way. I did have another way, yes, that's right, I remember. Resist was iffy, therefore I interrupt up. Ooh, that's not, I made it work? What? How dare you. Neutral. That's how it is. Okay. Just do it better. Wah. Gotta judge my speed there, and if I'm too fast I need to stall. I think I need to stall. Okay, I stalled for too long. Well, I didn't do the first part. I didn't judge my speed correctly. I guess instead of judging my speed, I just want to look at where the block is. Okay. Then I get to rest. Now it's 1. Then I do this and that and... Oh boy. Remember. Touch the thing, go up, grab it. Watch the hat. That's my instruction to myself here. Okay. I'm dashing up into the spring. Then I'm dashing up and grabbing it. Okay, up into the spring, dash up and grab. Grab, do this. And here's where it always goes wrong. Okay, so I did my practice. Be low enough for the reverse wave dash, for one thing. Yeah, my timing is wrecked because I paused. I've never not paused here. Reverse wave dash. Bunny hop input is like that. Well... That happens a lot, and I was not prepared for it. But okay, do I have this on lockdown? No, never. But I have it in a state where I can maybe sometimes get it. Is there a place I can put my eyes to be able to do that better? Well, usually I like to keep them in my head. That's going to be perhaps a problem. I think there was a way I had around that. Yes, there certainly is. What's wrong with this? Possibly timing, but nothing else other than that. I'm actually... Whoops, dang it. I'm actually not clear on the purpose of that crystal up there. 3. Unless the timing alignment between the two things that are moving left is extremely sensitive to changes, and the crystal needs to give me the extra speed to get them aligned. Which, given the level that I'm playing, that's almost certainly the case. 3. Stall? I stalled too long, and also missed. Okay, well... just gotta put in the work until I can get where I'm going. Neutral. Whoa, that was scary. 1. Hup, hup, hup. Watch the hats. Hup, hup. Yeah. Dope. I think I might have figured out the key to that exchange. So what I want here is 2 slow, 1 fast. Yeah, 2 slow, 1 fast lines me up best. There we go. Because that way I'm high, but then right. High and right. That's the way I want to be. Okay. So slow, slow, fast. Yes, okay. That makes it much easier to line up the wall bounce afterward. That should solve a consistency issue. It's just like always more little optimizations I can do here, it seems like. Yep, hup, 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 hup. Okay, now we're racing. Watch the hats. Tap. Slow, slow, fast. Neutral. Hip. 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm alive. If you can believe it. Whoop! Jump, do that. Here we go. Alright, racing. Watch the ha! That's so hard to aim for, always. Alright, racing. Watch that. Hip! Hip! Ha! Okay. Well, I didn't pause, but I also didn't make it. Alright, so watch for that. I tend to not go far enough with the spring. Also, gotta focus on slow, slow, fast. Too fast, I guess. Hip, hip. Whoop! Didn't touch. Well, I could have kept going. I shoulda. Yep. No! Ow! Neutral, watch out for that trap. There's no time pressure, so I shouldn't be ever walking into those spikes, but it still happens. Yeah, oh, I thought that was good, but no. Whoops! I didn't touch it. Keep going anyway. Don't kill the run for that. Oh, that was actually too low. Good. Perfect aim. No, don't mess this part up. Think of what's coming. Prepare. I was too early on my dash, but I almost prepared correctly. That was close to a record. Did I dial in? Maybe. Yo! I did the bunny hop. Record. Okay, I'm here. Alright, I'm air hypering. Boy, I hope my timing's gonna be good for this. Alright, it's air hyper. Heart rate's gone up. Dash up. Up left. Grab the wall. There's gonna be a touch switch there. Climb jump. Reverse air hyper. Then a wall bounce, I think? Okay. Of course. Alright, that's fine. Still. Record! Getting there. Hip. 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 Yeah! Yes! I'm here. There's no touch switch there. What on earth? Am I at such a height where I can reverse air hyper? I was not. Wait, the touch switch doesn't go there? Where does white go? Okay, I need an answer to this, and I can get one. Just interrupt your run to look at the, let's see. So, yeah, so stop after that phase and look at the watchtower. Alright, so white did something unexpected. New information was gained. And in fact, yeah, just interrupting before I go through the final thing sounds productive to me. I can look at the state of the touch switches and make inferences about how my route goes. I think it's no, that definitely affects the path I had planned. So I need to know. After... one... Dang! So I gotta nail that, yes. I don't need to move the mover. But I should, because it's what I'm practiced at doing. Okay, focus. Slow, slow, fast. Ooh, that wasn't very fast. Really? Slow, slow, fast. That wasn't very fast. Focus. Slow, slow, fast. I don't know why I'm so slow. Ah! When I want to do something, just sometimes I just cannot. Okay, I'm fine, just fall down. I've touched the white things. Okay, so... it would be nice if I could touch that and get back to the watchtower. I think I don't have that ability. So the white thing. Alright, yellow is there, yes. It's here. So I'm touching this point before that point. Okay, I understand. So my target when going through here, air hyper, dash up left, and I want to immediately chain that to another air hyper if I can. So I'm kind of going for height here. So I'm going to be kind of right when going toward this, kinda. I doubt I want an up instead of an up left there. It's going to probably have to be up left. But I want up left from above the crystal, like I want to be just up here in the center of the screen when I dash. Or I could veer left and dash up and hope I don't hit those, and... I don't like that idea. No, I'm a little far for a reverse air hyper when doing that. Anyway, so... can I trust that the red is there? I think so? Because there aren't any other places it'll go except final, and obviously I'm not going here and then... here. Okay. So this changes little, but it does change something. What am I doing here? Let me remind myself. So right up until... after that wall bounce, I probably want an up left dash, because that's a little more horizontal space than I'll be crossing with... no, I won't have a dash. No, I have to cross that. Eat this, touch that. Dash right, fall down a bit. Dash right, fall down a... actually, probably dash down right. Oh, that's interesting, though. Well, no, I never go through this loop again. So this mover starts. I interrupt that spring to dash right. Fall down. Wave dash on that. I'm gonna be lower the second time through here, because that spring will teleport me down one tile. That's fine, I have the room. So that second time, I will still no, I will wave dash. Be a little bit lower. Dash up left. Probably climb jump into wave dash would be more comfortable than wall jump. After that wave dash... it's hard to know what I'm doing. I will have to see the state of the movers and everything there. Okay, well, let's try for it. Whoa, I am not in a state I can continue from. Right, of course. Okay. Yep. Okay, I've gotten kind of decent at that, actually. Whoops. Whoa, almost didn't watch the hat. But no, yeah, like this part has ceased to be a problem, and that's great. I forgot to press the dash a second time, so even if I'd landed, that wouldn't have worked. Oh, well, you know what? Forget that thing, well... Great. I was almost ready. I gotta hold the jump button for longer after my wave dash, so that's a thing I need to keep in the front of my mind. Problem is, there's other stuff that needs to occupy that same space. Let's try anyway. Right, hold jump and also remember everything else. Hold jump, also remember everything else. Couldn't remember everything else. I did hold jump though, so that's something at least. That worked, surprisingly. No, I didn't do the second dash. That input is super hard. Should I go unplug practice again? I don't wanna. I wanna just do it. Doesn't matter what I want though. What do I need? No. Okay. Dang it, I'm just... Okay, fine, I have to practice because I cannot... My thumbs have no idea what they're doing there. I will fall down. Holding down right. Okay. So, inputs in sequence are: simultaneously press down right, dash. Shortly after, first press left, or down left is also acceptable. Okay, down right and dash. A moment later, left or down left, hold jump. When you're in range, down left dash jump, all at the same time. Down left dash jump. And then immediately after, still keep holding down left or left, tap and hold jump. Okay, so in terms of D-pad, I just have to start down right, and I can hold down left the entire transaction. After that, okay. So after the second input, no, wait, it's... Okay, well, let's hope that was enough. Like, what's going wrong? Lots of things. Lots of different things. But okay, I did some practice. That usually helps. Let's see if it does once I get back there. Yep. Up. You know what? Let's keep going. Ah! So that's one thing I'm in a race with there that I don't normally think about, because I always beat it. That's always lower than I think. Whoa! I'm good. Dang. Practice didn't help, huh? It took me too long to get back there for it to apply. Yeah, always lower than I think. Oh, why is that... why is that my weak spot? Like, the inputs shouldn't be that complicated. But it's a bunny hop, and you know how I am with those, and there's a lot going on before it, during, and after it. Time pressure multiplies the difficulty by a large number. The real question is, how did I ever succeed at that? And is it already too late for me today? I've nearly used up my time budget, so I only have a tiny little bit more time to be working on this. Maybe this is my last attempt. If only it were a good one. Alright, can I afford to play any more? I got like 3 more attempts in me, maybe? Let's make one of them a good one. Well, that's not a good one, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Just pretend I touched that switch. Not that it'll, like, make a difference, really. Unless I get through the whole room, which I will not. Don't think it's a stretch to predict that. Yo! I did most of the inputs, I was just a little too quick on the dash. Okay, you know what? That was a good attempt. Better than most. Okay, can I perhaps get an even better one on my second to last attempt of the day? Nope. Alright, final attempt. Well, that's a sad way for that to end, but that's how it did. Okay, so I still have the bunny hop problem. I made it past it twice? Once? Twice. Twice. And one of those times I made it all the way here. Alright, yeah, again, just reality of... the march of time means that's as much as I can do right now. Alright. Alright, I do feel like I also got a little better at the opening moves. I'm not doing my chant anymore. I just know what to do. So yeah, just my long relationship with this room gets a little bit longer. I think once I get a reasonable attempt here, I think there's not much distance between here and the end. I do not think there are 5/3 of the room after this point. I think there's about 1/3.5. Again. Reverse air hyper. Wall bounce. Crystal crash. Vroom. Thing flies over to the left. Dash right. Fall. Dash right. Dash down right, probably, or if I... Okay, so let's predict this. 8 tiles, fall, dash. Yeah, it's going to be a down right. Down right. Get sprung. Interrupt that. Hopefully at a good time you don't hit that spike. Go right. Fall down. Hope you get there in time to wave dash that switch. Then we go up again. Up left. Climb jump. Hyper. What I keep seeing here, though, like, if the bottom mover is gonna be here just a moment ago, that means the top one is just a couple of tiles to its left. In the time since I wave dash go up, do I just, like, hang out here for a while? I might just hang out here for a while. Because it does not look like the things that are going to help me will catch up to me anywhere near in time to help me here. If I need to rescue that bottom mover, which this switch implies I do, then that implies I'm using it way over here. So I guess, alright, the final pattern. The one that will be the most in front is this one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So middle, top, bottom, in terms of left to right order. Because yes, this is guaranteed to be farther left than the one below it. I can't guarantee it's farther left than the thing on top. It could be top, middle, bottom. Let's imagine it's top, middle, bottom. Better not be top, middle, bottom, because I need a little bit of space to do this. No, it's going to be middle, top, bottom. Probably. Anyway, let's imagine it's middle, top, bottom. I do all that, I get here, I wave dash, I'm way ahead of everything, kinda. So if top was about to crash when I hit that switch, then at the time it takes me to get from here to here, it's moved, what, like 5 tiles? So it's about here. I wave dash. That wave dash probably carries me all the way to this switch. I might involve a down left dash, then an up right. Then I have one more dash. I feel like what's going to happen then is I'll use that upright dash for some hang time, maybe make it an up, fall down, get this crystal, and have nowhere near enough hang time for the bottom thing to have caught up and me to use its spring. Like, I'm supposed to eat this crystal, dash right into the springboard, get up a little bit, dash up, and hit that springboard. Get up a little bit, dash up and hit the final springboard. Get my dash back, I guess just grab onto the non-springy surface over here and ride. Okay, that's the height that I'm at. Grab the non-springy surface and ride. Fall down and hit all 3 at once. Who's with me? Everybody? Should be everybody. So all 3 remain here. I guess I want to hit that spring all the way down there. From that point, I imagine the next most comfortable place to go is going to be middle. What's the height differential? That middle thing's top is at the center of the red on top of this. Given where this springboard is, given that that springboard is wood, I should not have a vertical problem. Maybe a horizontal one, but not a vertical one. If I have a vertical problem, it's possible that post this spring I could dash all the way to the bottom thing and do another stairway climb all the way back up top. I will need to end, no I don't. All I gotta do is get past this barrier, and from any of these, I can easily make it to the end. So my height doesn't really matter at that point. I just have to hit all those and survive until I can get to some type of safety. I'm gonna have to hope these all leave left, up, or down. If any of them go right, I may be in trouble. Well, then I'll just have something new to puzzle out from the storm of blocks going wherever they're going. Like, what is this pile? It's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, got something to get to, so I will see you next time.